from the tank during the launch phase of the vehicle. The residual items floating away there, typically particles of ice that accumulated on the back end of the orbiter during the tanking process while it was sitting on the launch pad. By all indications, all of the flight control team here in Mission Control reporting normal ascent calls all the way uphill. From this early standpoint, there were no issues at all with any of the systems aboard Endeavour on the way into space. Endeavour now safely is into space. The next big activity will be the orbital maneuvering system engine burn to more circularize Endeavour's orbit. Currently, the vehicle's in a 136 by 36 statute mile orbit, very highly elliptical, and that will be refined here in the next 30 minutes to more circularize the orbit on its way to the International Space Station. That link up with the ISS scheduled for early Wednesday morning, about 6:15 in the morning, is the current targeted docking time of Endeavour to the ISS. Again, a fairly routine ascent. All of those calls, abort calls to the flight director all the way uphill were fairly routine. There were no anomalies discussed whatsoever on the way uphill during today's launch. Okay, looking at Richard Jones in the middle there, he is the ascent flight director for STS-134. Barry Wilmore in the near view, serving as the spacecraft communicator. Lee Archambault, just sitting down there, served as the interface for weather reconnaissance with astronaut Rick Sturckow, who was flying shuttle training aircraft down at the Kennedy Space Center evaluating weather. And then at the top of the picture is Tony Sakachi. He served as the weather flight director, and he also will be back 14 days from now, serving as the entry flight director for Endeavour's final return home at the end of this mission. Endeavour flies Houston for Deltas to page 3-4 when you're ready. We are ready to stop. I'll give you your altitude preliminary time for your TIG is 37:00. Actually, I have no Deltas to 3-4. Tell only control, of course, will, I repeat, will be required. No Deltas, tell only control is required, 37.00. That's a good read back, Endeavour. And Flight Director Richard Jones getting a go from flight controllers for a shutdown of the auxiliary power units. Endeavour for Box, you are go for APU height shutdown. Go for APU height shutdown. Those three hydraulic systems performed perfectly going uphill. Also, the control of the heaters for the APUs, obviously the issue that delayed the launch a couple of weeks. The APU heaters working just fine aboard the vehicle. As is the flash evaporator system, which provides cooling to all of the avionics and electronics equipment aboard Endeavour during ascent and until the payload bay doors are opened. The door opening is scheduled to occur about an hour and a half or so into the flight. Once the payload bay doors are opened, the flash evaporator system is bypassed, which allows the radiators to be activated, and the cooling of all of the systems during on-orbit operations is conducted through the radiator.